Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think yesterday we were discuss about the scheme number 2. The title of that scheme number 2 is preparation of unsaturated ketone 20, which we discussed in our previous lectures. So, today what we are going to discuss, whatever the reagent and the condition utilized or applied during this synthesis, that we are going to discuss over here one by one. So, let us begin with that reagents and the conditions which they have used during this preparation of unsaturated ketone 20. Let us see reagents and the conditions. Reagents and conditions. Reagent and conditions. Now, here the reagents which they have used, A reagents 11 number, structure number 11 in PDOAC, PDOAC twice followed by IPRO thrice P, then solvent employed was THF tetrahydrofuran, and that reaction mixture were reflux, and they got 80% yield for this transformation. Let us see the second reagent which they have utilized during this synthesis, during this preparation, are MSH, that is a 13, MSH 13, structure number 13, then 4AMS, 4AMS alumina, then solvent utilize CH2Cl2, DCM dichloromethane. The reaction mixture stirred at room temperature, and the percentage of product were obtained 43%, then 100% based on recovered 100% based on recovered starting material, recovered starting material. The short form is given over here, full form that we will see later on. C will be the O3 ozonolysis, O3 in presence of methanol used as an solvent, temperature kept around minus 70 degrees centigrade, minus 78 degrees centigrade. Then added Me2S, that is dimethyl sulfide at minus 78 degrees centigrade, and the percentage of yield obtained about 82%. Then the next reagent will be D reagent, and D reagent they have used TS, NH, NH2, heavy hydrazine or bulky hydrazine in presence of methanol used as an solvent. The temperature kept around 50 degrees centigrade, and they got the hydrazone derivatives. Next one, E reagent. E reagent which they have used are NaBH3Cl, sodium tribromo, sodium borotrihydrate cyanide, and the TSOH, tosanolic alcohol, used in presence of THF tetrahydrofuran used as an solvent. That reaction mixture were reflux and the overall the percentage of yield obtained around 60% over 2 steps. Overall 2 steps. This was the result they have been obtained during that synthesis. Now let me clean the board and let us see the further reagents which are used here. Then F reagent. F reagents are NaH, sodium hydride, followed as CbZCl, THF used as an solvent, and that reaction mixture were reflux condition, and the percentage of yield were obtained around 87%. Then the next reagent they have used G reagent. G reagent is nothing but NaBH4 sodium borohydride, which is a reducing reagent, followed by LiBr lithium bromide. Solvent employed is THF tetrahydrofuran, and the temperature kept around 50 degrees centigrade, and they have got the quantitative amount of the yield. Then the next reagent is a H reagent they have used, that is TBDPSCl tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl chloride, followed by DMAP dimethyl aminophosphate in presence of ET-thrice-N triethylamine. The solvent used as a CH2Cl2 dichloromethane in room temperature. The next reagent they have used I reagent, and I reagent is nothing but CAN, CAN. As we know that CAN means selenium, ammonium nitrate, that is used in methyl cyanide mixture with water. The proportion around 1:1, that is in 0 degree centigrade, 76% over 2 steps, over 2 steps. Then after that they have used J reagents. J reagents are SO3, PY pyridine, that is a triethylamine ET thrice N in a DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide to room temperature. Then K reagent used in during that scheme number 2 is structure number 19 along with ET thrice N. Beside that LiCl, lithium chloride, and the solvent is used THF tetrahydrofuran. Then reaction kept around 30 degrees centigrade, that is a quantitative amount of in a 2 steps. These are the reagent they had used during scheme number 2, preparation of unsaturated ketones, that is 20. Now let us explain, or let us discuss, or let us study the acronyms or the short form used during this synthesis. One is a CAN. CAN means selenium, ammonium, nitrate, and the formula generally this one NH4 twice, CE, NO3 6 times. That is the formula used for it. Another term is used DMAP. DMAP is nothing but 4-dimethyl aminopyridine. 4-NN dimethyl, NN dimethyl aminopyridine. That is the full form of DMPA. Then another short form use SMSO, that is a dimethyl sulfoxide. Dimethyl sulfoxide. Another short form used as a MS. MS is nothing but as a molecular sieves. MS is molecular sieves, and another short form used MSH. MSH is nothing but O-mecytyl, O is ortho, mecytyl, sulfonyl, hydroxylamine, that is a MSH, ortho mesitylene sulfonyl hydroxylamine, which was the full form of that MSH. Then PMP, the full form of PMP will be paramethoxyphenyl, which was the full form of the PMP. PY is nothing but as a pyridine, which is act as an base. Then another short form TBDPS is nothing but as a tertiary butyl diphenyl silyl that is the full form of it. Then other use as a TBS, the TBS, full form of the TBS will be tertiary butyl methyl silyl, tertiary butyl methyl silyl, and the TMS is nothing but as a trimethyl silyl, and TS is nothing but as a para-toluene sulfonyl, that was the use there. And chiral cyclopentanone, these are the short form they were used during this CAN, selenium ammonium nitrate, which has a chemical formula NH4 twice CeNO3 6 times. DMAP means 4-NN dimethyl aminopyridine. The structure which is as it is N, then here methyl, that is a dimethyl aminopyridine, and DMSO dimethyl sulfoxide, as we know that CS3, S double bond O, CS3, which will be the molecular formula of that one. MS molecular sieves, MSH, that is O-mecytyl sulfonyl hydroxylamine. Then PMP paramethoxyphenyl, paramethoxy O PMCA, para-methoxyphenyl. Para-methoxyphenyl. Para-methoxyphenyl only, okay. Then pyridine, everybody knows the structure of pyridine. This one. Then TBDPS, tertiary butyl diphenylsilyl, the structure of that, tertiary butyl diphenylsilyl, Si, tertiary butyl TBU, diphenyl, tertiary butyl only one, tertiary butyl PH, diphenyl silyl, and there generally as a chloride, and TBS, tertiary butyl methyl silyl, tertiary butyl silicon having one tertiary butyl, one methyl group, tertiary butyl methyl silyl, TBS MECl, like this. So that the structure of tertiary butyl methyl silyl, TMS trimethyl silyl is Si, these are the group. TS para-toluene sulfonyl, para-toluene, the structure will be this one, CS3, sulfonyl S double bond O, here like this, sulfonyl, that are the name. Okay. Then chiral cyclopentanone 10 is a new chiral building block developed in this study, and it could be prepared easily from R plus Pulegon, which we already discussed, in 41% yield over 5 steps on a 20-gram scale. As anticipated, the key PDTMM, palladium trimethylene methane 3+2 cyclization proceeded with high stereoselectivity, and only the anti-adduct 12 could be isolated around 80% yield. The configuration of the C9 and C13 asymmetric center was verified by NOE experiment of 12. NOE means nuclear overhouse effect, which was used for the determination of correct structure of the organic compound. A regioselective Beckmann rearrangement using a bulky hydroxylamine reagent, that is a 13 MSH, afforded the desired lactone 14 in 43% yield, quantitative yield based on the recovered starting material. Ozonolysis of the exoolefin, hydrazone formation of the resultant ketone, and deoxygenation with NaBH3CN provided 15 CBZ protection of an amide nitrogen, and LiBH4 reductive opening of the lactam ring gave alcohol 17. The enantiomeric purity of 17 was determined to be over 98% enantiomeric excess by the modified Moser method. And if it confirmed that no racemization have occurred during the above transformation from 10. Silylation of the primary alcohol of 17 followed by oxidative removal of paramethoxyphenyl ether by CAN, that is selenium ammonium nitrate gave alcohol 18. Oxidation with SO3 pyridine DMSO to the aldehyde and Horner's Wadsworth Emmons reaction with phosphate 19 afforded the key precursor 20 of the tandem hydrogenation cyclization as a single E isomers. Here importantly, two named reaction they have utilized in their synthesis for the synthesis of phenolic acid. The desired intermediate they have obtained by applying the basic concept which was given by great scientists such as Beckmann rearrangement and another one Horner Watson Emmons reaction, and both these reaction how they utilize during their synthesis, these two reactions how can be worked during the synthesis. The somewhat Beckmann rearrangement, as we know that it is acid mediated isomerization of oxime to amides, and or for the expansion of the ring, the starting material must be as a ketone or aldehyde treated with phenylhydrazine or any simple hydrazine that form as a hydrazone and which is known as a not a hydroxylamine. Aldehyde group or the ketonic group treated with hydroxylamine NH2OH, ammonia. During that ammonia derivative there are the 5 derivatives we know that, and which are very good. They are susceptible, they are very reactive toward the carbonyl compound and form as a resulting carbon nitrogen double bonds, and that are known as a derivatives. The 5 ammonia derivatives are like this: hydrazine hydrate, ammonia, we know that the structure of ammonia NH3, one of the hydrogen atom replaced by NH2 again, that is the reagent form, that is called as a hydrazine hydrate. When that hydrogen atom replaced by OH, then we can call it as a hydroxylamine. If it is replaced by NHPH, then we can call it as a phenylhydrazine. 2,4-DNP, semicarbazide. These are the 5 different reagents when they treated with the compound which containing carbonyl group, immediately form the product with, and derivative, as we know that the resulting compound must be solid in form. They gives the sharp melting point. So these are some of the characteristics of that derivatives, and preparation. In the preparation, the derivatives we can get substrate or the starting material back immediately by treating with proper reagent, but in the preparation, once you prepare, you may get the products solid, liquid or gaseous in form, but in the derivatives we are always getting as a solid, and the melting points are not very sharp in case of the preparation always, but in case of the derivatives you must get the melting points are sharp. So that type of the derivatives, but coming toward our original point, that is the Beckmann rearrangement reaction and Hermann's what's Amann's reaction, how they have utilized. First of all, we are going to see the details of these two reactions, and then we will proceed further how they applied in their original work, which they were published in the Communication Natural Product Synthesis. During that, title of that article is a asymmetric total synthesis of phenolic acid. I think rest of the point we will continue in our upcoming lectures. So let us stop today's lecture here. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.